Welcome to TRISHOOL free training session. Today we're going to discuss about converting a template. We're trying to do that since 3 sessions, I guess. So now we will complete it today. Last 3 sessions we were just discussing about the topics which we have to know to convert the template. So, oh, very good. Did I record that? Sure. Okay. Let's get into where is the template folder. Yep. Right click, open that. Hold on. Okay. So does anyone have the link of the template which we were working? Anyone? Come on. No. Okay. Let's take any template from there. Okay. I'll give you the choice to yours. Why don't you search right now for template and then give it to me? I'll convert it. I'm going to take 1 hour, 6:30 to 7:30. Let's see how much we can do with the template. So can someone Google and find out any template which you like? Any template. Of course I can find, but I want you to select. Sarita Chakravarti Vamshi, can you hear me? Oh, super. Someone pinged already. Done. Ah, okay. Let's open again. This is very easy. This is also quite easy. So what we do is we do both in the same session. So next time try to give more complicated. Do some research, come up with complicated one tomorrow. We'll do. Okay. Still, do some research, not now. Okay, I'm going to do these two today. So for this, actually, we need images, right? As you can see here, we have a high, let's say this one is the text, and the whole thing is, entire thing is a background, and we need an image. So for that, I'm just going to need, uh, I'm, go- I'm just going to take some time to design that image. So anyway, this is a property of rh4design.com. We're not we're just trying to take an example and trying to give you how to do the template, not to replicate it and use it anywhere, either commercially or freely. And same goes with Zizou's template. It's one of our free website, templates.com. Okay, let's start this. I'm going to open my HTML. HTML. So I never remember that thing. So what I'm going to do is hold on, body open, body close. So do we have HTML5 or HTML4? This is HTML5, of course. Okay, I'm going to use HTML4 tag only, since we are now nowhere. We're not going to use HTML4 anywhere. So we'll talk about the differences and the basic things later on, once we were able to do conversion and everything. It's easy, quite easy to read and learn. So let's not get into too much, and let's talk about. So for HTML5, this is very straightforward. Uh, you can say like doc type HTML. So which means we are telling to the browser this is the content inside this HTML. So the browser will understand that this is a doc typ space HTML, and of course a normal HTML tag. So this will give to the browser an idea that saying that, hey, whatever the content inside is related to HTML. That's it. Okay. And we have, of course, HTML open and close regular. It's a normal tag. So let's start working with the design. Let's not waste time. Okay. Sorry for the yawning and all. Okay. First of all, I need to understand, I need to convert, before converting this to HTML, I need to, divide the, I need to visualize the structure, how I'm going to do it. Let's say first I'm going to take it as a whole thing as a main div, where I'm going to wrap it up into everything into it and align it to the center properly, so that my website will be in the center. So probably I'll take some width, some 1200 pixels, and give margin auto, and just basically the content will align to the center. It's fine. That's a common thing we will do for every template. But inside the structure, we need to inside the template we need to work with it. So here I don't need to take any div for the top one. Sorry. So the image which you are seeing here, right, the blue background and all, the tower and everything, that is basically a whole background to the directly to the body. So which means you can give a background to the body. You can give simply background to the body and say top. So automatically it will align to the top, and the remaining thing. So you don't need to take the whole thing as a background. You basically you will take from here to here, right, until here. This is a background, and the remaining thing is color, and again at the bottom from here to here is a background. That's it. So we need to take two images, and one is at the top, one is at the bottom, right? Okay. So now, after that, we have a menu section one div. We have just a normal content one div, and box one div, this box one div, and the footer one div. So which means all I need is in the main div, I'm going to take a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Total five divs I'm going to take. Let's try. Div, div, class is equal to, I'll say wrapper. So that I'm going to wrap everything into it, and says like, let me provide a link. Href is equal to css slash styles.css. Ref is equal to style sheet. I think I have explained about this. Not rel, sorry, ref. It's rel, relation. We're telling to the browser, hey, what's the relation between this file and this file? So attached file and the HTML file. So, and also we need to tell that what type of file also it is. Type slash css, blah blah blah. And what else? I just need to close the tag. So now I'm done. Trinity index.html, go all files, save. Now, brilliant. So now what I can do is I'm going to create a CSS file. You know, Alt F, save as in Trinity. I need a folder called CSS. Inside CSS, I can say styles.css. All files, save as. Of course, I'm just trying to create an image in that same folder, images folder. Right. So I have in Trinity folder, I have CSS folder, images folder, and of course index.html. We're not able to see it because of the all. Now I can see types of. Anyway, that's fine. I'm just trying. I created that. Now, what is the file I have created here? Okay, hold on. All files and next system. Wrapper. Hold on. I think I need to open that also. CSS. Open with a notepad. So I have both right now. My bad. Sorry. I think I did something wrong. Go to Infinity. Yeah. Open right. Open with notepad. Blah blah blah. Brilliant. All I need is I'll just make it ID instead of class, so it's easy for me to it's with respect to CSS priority, right? If I can control it, I can have a more highest priority if you have ID. Maybe we don't know how it's going to be useful in the future, so I have given ID and I'll give a width of 200 pixels and not going to hide margin auto hide inherit, which means it inherits based on its children. That's the idea, right? So we have done wrapper. Inside wrapper, how many divs we are going to take? First thing, we don't need to consider that as a div because we are going to give it to the body. So yes, we are going to give to the body, and we might need to give some paragraph or H1 element. Yes, we can do. Yeah, let's try. Inside a wrapper, I'll give a h1 tag, right? All I need to do is write a Trinity, Buoy, Wharf. And also I have two social icons if you see over there, Twitter and Facebook. So now for that, I'm going to take a UL, close UL, my bad. No capital letters please, for the tag, li. For the time being, I'll say Facebook. Since I don't have any images right now, I'll play with the images later. Done. This is a Twitter. At the bottom, I need to take think about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, total 5 divs. I'll just take a div. Everything is inside main div. I'll just take a div slash div. Beautiful. Excellent. So now what I need to do, I'll just say this as a class is equal to menu, right? Class is equal to main content. I'll say instead of main content, I'll just see what I'm going to do. Instead of main content, I'll say class is equal to welcome text, right? And I'll just copy the whole thing. I'll just make a little lower space for that. I'll just copy the whole thing. And I'll say main featured. Main featured text for this, right? And small featured text, my bad, right? And of course, and then lost a div, which is a footer. Okay, so now since we have taken all the things, let's go one by one. What is the first one? First one is a menu, right? So we will add CSS one by one right now. So first we will add with a menu. So we have a menu here, class menu, and we have a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm going to take one more ULLI inside menu, right? As you can see, I'm going to take home, space for hire, workspace, art, space, weddings, right? Save it. So let's start writing CSS. First of all, I just wanted to write some CSS for the main body, like for these guys. There might be a chance of multiple number of header tags, so I'm taking a class for this header, saying that logo text and I'll say slash is equal to SCO icons. SOC icons. So in that way, like, basically it's like, first of all, let me write CSS for this. All I need here, put this here. So now I'm writing what is class logo text. I can say approximately font size would be, so since now it is an image, I'm taking approximately, things taking approximately, but if it is a PSD image, you will have all the sizes and everything. It's easy to recognize, to find out from the PSD. Or a designer will provide you what is the font size exactly that you need to take on the image itself by commenting it and providing an arrow saying that, hey, this font is so and so, this padding is so and so, something like that. Or they can simply give you a PSD. So that's the reason I requested you to learn the Photoshop also. It will be helpful for you even if you needed any help with the images and all. But anyway, since you are only the developer, the designer will give you all the images, required icons and everything. Let's take 45 pixels, but I don't want it to be total width, so I'm just taking a width of like 250 pixels. Let's test how exactly it looks. Go here, 180, whatever, right click, open with. Beautiful. So it's, first of all, thing is, there is a wrong something. Styles.css. Did I miss something here? Yes, sir. CSS is not applying at all. It is because of what? RE is equal to style sheet spelling mistake. Refresh. Hold on. Someone is asking so many questions. I missed them. Oh, Chakravat, thank you. What is UI and LI? Sorry, UL and LI. UL is an order list. Order list, OL also there. Order list and order list. Basically, it will display as a list. You'll see list, right? Under heading, we'll be having a list with the dots and everything. So if you want to achieve that, as you can see here, this. But I'm going to use this for menu because I'm going to remove dots. I'm going to align it to the left because it's easy for me to write my CSS for the ULLI. So mostly for the menu, I'm going to use ULLI. But we can use dev also. Spelling sheet. Okay. Okay. Ah, thanks. I think I'm in still sleepy mode, I guess. Ah, see, this is also wrong. Type is equal to text is of CSS, not types or types plus CSS. My bad. So now refresh the page. Now we can see beautifully aligned. The website is aligned to the center, and also the whatever the three words were expected, same as the template provided here, right? So of course the font family is a different. I think it's a courier, I guess. Let's try font family courier. Not sure spelling and all, but to know the font family, you can simply go here for format, font. I mean, we cannot know the font family of, whatever the inside the image, but at least to know the spelling of courier, C-O-U-R-I-E-R. What I have, C-O-U-R-I-E-R. Correct only. Oh, beautiful. See, I've got beautifully done. So now it seems like for me, line height is a little more. So I'm going to use a line height to decrease the space between Trinity, Bio, off. Let's try line height 20 pixels. It looks odd, but first let me check how it looks. Yeah. So approximately I think based on the font size, I need some 40 pixels. Let's try how it looks. Yeah, it looks okay. Maybe I'll go for a little down. 37. Sorry, 37 pixels. Refresh the page. Now it looks beautiful. Right. Now, what is the next CSS that I'm going to write? We will add image later because I need to work on the image. So first of all, let us complete the HTML part. But when you are developing, try to complete every section and then go to another section. Don't work in the middle, some other something like that. Starting from, okay, I am done with that heading. I'm done with the menu. I'm done with the content. I'm done with the thumbnails. I'm done with the footer. Done. Similar to that. Thanks, Sarta. So now I'm going to say dot menu space ul space li open close. Right. Why dot menu? Because I've given. Sorry, it should be glass social icon, right, my guy? First, we'll write for socio icons, not for this thing. Dot socio icons, right? It means literally nothing ul. So here I'm just representing ul, nothing else. So it's not something different. There is no difference between ul and something like this. It's equal to this equal to this, but not all ULs, only this UL because I have given a class to that UL that you need to know. Anyway, the socio icons, right? So now what I can do is socio icons. You no need to UL, right? LI. That's it. Because sections itself UL. Inside UL, I'm talking about LI. So now I'm saying float left, you just align side by side, and also saying that list style. I forgot about it. List style none, which means whatever the dots we are getting, it will go off and align each other and give some width for each other, like around 80 pixels, and of course a little bit of margin, 5 pixels. Right, the whole section has to be aligned to the right. That's my requirement. So anyway, this CSS whatever I've written is to make sure that both of them are listed side by side. Now I'm going to say float right. So what happens? The social icon will align to the align to the right side of the page, and inside that social icons listed whatever the list we have, all the items will list one in each other. Okay, so now let's try and refresh the page, save it, refresh the page. Brilliant. See, it's working fine, but the problem here is with this, it is not displaying where we need it. So now what I'm going to do is, since we need it here at the top next to Trinity, so now what I can do is, see here, I have not taken position absolute for the logo text because by default it is sitting in a right place, so I don't want to disturb it. This guy is not sitting in the right place just by saying float right. So now what I can do is I'm going to write position absolute top, let's say 40 pixels, right, 0 pixels. When I say this, see what happens actually. So this guy is aligning to the document, not to the wrapper, right? So what's the wrapper? So this is the wrapper. It's not this Facebook Twitter is not aligning right 40 pixels to the wrapper, but it is aligning right 40 pixels to the document. So to make sure it will align to the wrapper, I can say is position relative, right? If I give parent to the relative, what happens? Automatically the children will attract to its parents. Now wrapper. Now you can see this guy, the guy is aligning to the wrapper. So now what is the top I have given for this guy? 40 pixels. That is not 40 pixels, that is more than 40 pixels, I guess. Yeah. So it seems we have a lot of padding at the top. Once again, I told you by default there will be a lot of padding for the body, right? So we'll remove all that padding. Body, or instead of body, I'll say star. So it will remove by default padding for every element. Now you will see the changes a lot. Padding, you might need to give everything manually for padding manually for every element if you need it. Refresh. As you can see now, it's gone. Like by default padding is gone. So now we have a control over our padding. Now I can say is a margin auto. I'll say top and bottom. Give some 20 pixels and auto. So here let's talk about the margin a little bit. So what I did here is I am saying margin top 20 pixels, margin top and bottom 20 pixels, left and right is auto. So as you can see here now the result. So let me explain you what I mean with respect to. So for a margin and padding for both, it is going to be the same, which I'm going to explain it right now. So this is how you need to write. So margin, usually what you write, margin left 20 pixels, margin top 5 pixels, margin bottom 2 pixels, something like that. So this is like you're writing 3 lines unnecessarily. So for that we have a margin. You can say top right, bottom left. Okay. This is how top, right, bottom, left. This is one way. Margin, top right, bottom left. What happens? So basically, if you give 4 values, you need to consider that first one is top, second one is right, third one is bottom, fourth one is left. If you give 2 values, right, with the, see, this is one value, space, this is one value, 2 values, which means whatever value we are going to give first is for the considering top and bottom. My bad. I'm really sorry. Top and bottom, left and right. Okay. Which means I can say for this above thing, what I can say, margin. First thing is top 5 pixels. Second thing is right. There is no right, so I'll give 0 pixels. It's mandatory. Next, bottom 2 pixels. Left 20 pixels. So which means this is how you're going to write to avoid this. Let's say what happens. You have a margin left. Sometimes what happens is margin left 20 pixels. You give margin left, margin right 5 pixels, 50 pixels or 5 pixels. However, so whatever we have here, these two values, right? What margin left and right? So top and bottom is not available. So what I can do is margin 0 pixels. Top and bottom is not available. Oh, 50 only. It should be equal. So since for margin left and right are 50, I can say 50 pixels. So I am covering top and bottom and left and right. Same top right, bottom left, right? So this is how you need to understand for both margin and padding. So margin attribute for padding attribute, both are same. Okay. So that's what I have taken for here for the wrapper. So margin 20 pixels, auto height inherent, position relative, blah blah blah, and beautifully aligned to the center. Now go and test here. Right now it is aligned to the top. Facebook and Twitter is aligned to the top 40 pixels. So I don't want 40 pixels either. So I want to go down a little bit. So I'll just say social icon stop 20 pixels or something, but I want right to be 50 pixels. Not even 50 pixels. I'll say 150 pixels because our image is going to be a little something tricky, right? Anyway, now that's where I want it to be. Now let's take another section. Where are we actually? We've completed this section, right? And we're going to talk about the menu. Menu is quite simple. You don't need to worry. There is no start menu, open, close, right? You will, li. All I need to do is take a proper width of 150 pixels. For each menu, I'll say float left. I'll say margin. I want to take a top and bottom to be should be 10 pixels, right? Top and bottom should be 10 pixels, and left and right should be around 15 pixels. And I'm just going to take a menu. I'll take a open on the close. I think I need to take a little height, or like I don't need either since border hash whatever the color FF. I'll take EF for the time being. Later we can change it after adding the background so that we can see it at least right now that we have a border. Save it. My bad. Go here. Refresh the page. See, beautiful. I'm able to see the border, but I have not given the height for this. So I'm just going to give a height of this for the menu. That's the reason I'm height is 50 pixels. I'll give of that is fine. I need only border bottom, not total bottom. Here I'm able to see nothing here because I have not provided height for the menu div. So that's the reason menu div here. Though we have a content inside the menu, sometimes it won't take the height. Consider the height. That's the reason the border is here. Now it is 4 sides. But anyway, since I have given the height for the div and provided border bottom, now it is perfectly fine. So I don't want a margin much because I just wanted to touch to it. So I'll say top to bottom is basically I just give only 5 pixels. Left and right as I need, of course. Refresh the page and now you can see it's beautiful. And height is a little more right now, so I'm just going to give a little less height, like 30 pixels or something. And of course, I'm going to give a padding top of 10 pixels. Actually, this is tricky. To show you this, for the time being, I'm going to give a background color, but I'm going to remove it once you understand the concept. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So now you can see here. Okay, interesting. I'll just need to make the colors to white. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Right. Okay, first of all, the dot is irritating, so I'm going to remove that. How I'm going to remove that? It is li light list style. You cannot write to the UL, it won't work. So we need to write that list style to be li only, since the bullet point is related to li. So I'll say none. Now I'll just refresh the page. As you can see, the dots are gone. And here, basically, I have not provided the pad top. Consider the pad top is not provided. The content is aligning at the top of the page. I'll take height a little bit more, 40 pixels or something. Now you'll understand the theory of. So if I want to align something to the center, left horizontally, all I can say is simple. Hey, align it to the center. Let's say text align center. Whatever I say text align center, the entire UL is aligned to the center. But as you can see, we have a vertical align, right? Vertical align in tables, but in div, vertical align won't work. Even if you say vertical align middle for div, it will not work. No way that it will align vertically center. Right now, this is not center, right? It is a top. So if you want something aligned to the center vertically in a div, there is no way of writing align vertical align center. All you need to do is providing some padding to the top. That's it. Padding top 10 pixels approximately. I just give. So now refresh the page. As you can see, now it is this guy is aligned to the center, which means I am giving some space to the top of the UL so that it's aligned to the center to the height. So that's the reason this height and padding top is relation, like they are like under relation, like maybe you can say, like you need, they are controllable. Like if you change height, you might need to change padding top also, because uh, because of you want to align it to the center vertically. Anyway, it seems like font style is not good, so I'm going to take what the font style they are using here. I think it's just an Arial. I'll give a body. I'll say font family is Arial, right? Beautiful. Now just refresh the page. Now you can see all the font Arial is like. And also you can check the template, and it is starting from the left, so I don't want that center align which I've given, right? Which is, and also I don't want a background color, and refresh. Beautiful. So here's the tricky part. I want to know which color this is, color code. So let's say forget about this background. That will take some time because we need to create that background. But uh, this background we can simply give a blue color, right? So how can I know that which color code blue it is? Inherit, basically it will inherit the height of its children. So what I did here is I said parent height is equal to inherit, which means whatever the children's height. Let's say if I have 100 children, if the combination of 100 children's height is like one children height is 20 and one children height is 20, something like that. 5 children are there, one each another at the bottom. So it will take the whole height and automatically fits, take the height of the children's, and just display that content. Maybe I'll talk more about height auto inheritance and inherit and other stuff in some other session. But just remember and let me know. Uh, just please do remind me. In tomorrow's session, we'll try some examples. Now let us complete this template. So now what I can do, yeah, now. So since we have done, now I just need a background, right? So how can I know color pickers? Go to color pickers. So what happens is we need to know the color, right? Uh, color picker from image. So what I'm going to do is I just Google like color picker from image and asking for an image. Okay. Here there is an option saying that choose, which means I need to upload it. So to find out the color, I just save the picture as, save it, upload. download. Interesting. Ah. So all I did is I have uploaded the image. So now what I'm doing, I'm just mouse overing wherever I want. I'm able to see the color of it. So here I'm clicking on this. So this is the blue color I want. See? I can simply take that color and go here. So the body, right? My bad. I was just thinking something. Body and give a color. Background, give a color. So now you can see the whole wrapping thing in a blue color. Refresh. Beautiful. Oh, my bad. Actually, it's not a wrapping. It's not for total body. It's only for the template. So that the thing I need to give is only for the wrapper. Remove this background. Give it to the wrapper. So now it looks much better. So now I have the heading, right? A heading also needs to be changed to which color, or which color here we have? It's a black only. Once we add the image, it will fit in automatically. So anyway, so now I'm going to use it logo text, right? I'm going to use a little bit margin here, margin 10 pixels, so that it won't touch these screens. And what the heck is this thing? So for the wrapper, I think I've given margin, but instead of margin, I give padding, because margin means outside the box, padding means inside the box. Hold on. Yeah, of course, my bad. Hold on, I'll say margin is mandatory, because we need to make sure that align to the center, right? So now that's perfect. Now if you see the template, the line is little nearer to this thing, which means we need to decrease the height a little bit, and of course along with the padding. Go here, menu, all I can say is some margin top and bottom 2 pixels, and go here. Height is too much. Beautiful. Now I just make it 5 pixels. Right? Perfect. Or maybe we need a little more. We can go actually top and bottom. It's margin top and bottom. It's 10 pixels. You can give, and also height should be 30. As you can see now, a little bit better. So height is, it's crossing the height because of the margin. I think it should be 35. So here box model applies again. So what happens here is main height is 35, right? Padding top you have given 10 pixels. Total how many? 45 pixels. Sorry, ignore then you ignore the 10 pixels. The height is 35 pixels of main menu. And inside menu we have a li. So what is the height that it is going to take? It is going to take, by default I have not given any height, but it is going to take margin top and bottom 10, 10, 20 pixels. And by default the text will take some height, right? So that height plus 20 pixels is becoming more than 35 pixels of height. 30 pixels of height, so that's the reason I have given 35 approximately. Hope you understand. Now it looks better. Now what is it? And I want some so for this guy, I just wanted to give some margin because there is a background need to come. So for menu, I'm going to give a margin saying that, hey, margin top is equal to some 400, sorry, 200 pixels. Oh, it's too much. 150 pixels. I thought we can complete it in 1 hour. Since we're jumping into other topics, it's already 7:30. Okay. Now, what is the next step? Content step, right? Let's complete this content and we'll continue remaining thing tomorrow since time concerns. Everyone has their own time schedules. So yeah, let's complete the welcome text. So first of all, what is the thing? First thing is September 2011 is one thing. Copy some text. So I'm going to put it in a span so that I can write whatever the CSS I want to that. I don't need it to be a block level element since I'm going to provide a P where it is a block level element, so it's taking as an individual line. So what else I have here? That's it, right? Oh, before that there is a heading. All I can say is H1. As I told you, we might need to use another H1 also. Well, come to our newsletter. Done. Blah blah blah. So now I have welcome text, right? So now whatever the CSS I'm going to write, going to write with respect to the welcome text so that it won't affect other CSS. Welcome text H1 blah blah blah. Here I'm going to write font size. Sorry, font size 25 pixel. I'll say margin 0 pixels, sorry, actually top is I want something like 5 pixels to the top and bottom, but left and right it be 0 pixels. I want same goes for paragraph also. Welcome for paragraph, but font size should be 12 13 pixels, I guess. That's it. And of course the color would be the white as usual. FF. So here, as you can, if you see here, I'm using color so many times. So instead you can directly write in a body. Since the main body color itself white everywhere because of the blue background, you can do that actually. So now you can see, hold on, I did some mistake I guess somewhere. Welcome to our newsletter. H1 open tag, H1 close tag. Interesting. Can someone tell me what is the issue here? Why I'm not able to see the H1 tag? Yeah. So I'll just say font size will be little more, and I can say line height also. Line height a little bit, saying that 22 pixels. Now you can see some beautiful text over there, right? Perfect. But this guy is standing somewhere else because of the float left of above, menu. So what I can do is I can convert him to paragraph itself, or maybe okay. I'll write my own CSS for that separate guy. Inside welcome text, if you find any span, clear both color FF. So now we can see and refresh the page. All I can say is just dude, go and sit to the left side. I'll just make him display block or whatever, so that I'm converting inline level element to block level element, so that I can give some margin to it, because inline level for inline level elements you cannot give margin padding or some width or something like that. So if you want to give a margin padding width, you always either convert it to block level element or take block level element itself. So I'm going to take a margin. Top will be like around 5 pixels, top and bottom, and left and right should be the 0 pixels. That's the idea what I want. See, this is one beautifully came, and of course because of the float left, it is coming. Since I've converted it to block level, I don't need to write float left. Refresh. Let's check why this guy is coming here. I've given, of course, a clear both.
Display spelling you can check it.
Ah, thank you so much. And perfect. So now since the block converted it to block level element, this guy is sitting straight forward to it. So maybe I'll give a little more margin, 10 pixels, you know, some kind of thing. Now perfect, right? Awesome. Yeah, thanks Chakravarti. I was not looking at the chat. Okay, awesome. So far we have completed this one. Tomorrow we will complete the remaining section, this one, and this one. So once we're done with this, so by the tomorrow I'll be coming with the images ready. I'll prepare these images and store it somewhere and come up with these images. Yes, today I'm going to update all the videos and files, and within now I'm going to have a breakfast. So once I'm done with that, first thing is first, I'm going to upload all the assignment files and the video files and share with you. Okay. And if you have any questions, please feel free to ask. If you find any difficulty while I'm teaching, or you can stop immediately saying that, hey, I don't want to, I did not understand this, something like that. You can unmute it and immediately and ask me, just like check out a bit. Sometimes I might not looking at the chat, because of, I don't know, maybe. So you can ask any questions. Height and heading meaning. Okay. Uh, Height inherit means basically we're saying that, hey, whatever the height, let's say I'm not giving fixed height. Let's say if I give 500 height, but children's might take 800, right? We're not sure. So we're not sure how many children is going to be, how much height it is going to be. So what I'm doing is height inheritance. This means you inherit it from the children. That's it. So we'll play with height inherited, height auto in one session. So because even once you started working with these two things, you will understand what are the issues and how to resolve those issues and everything. So we have a few techniques to resolve the issues of height that we are going to discuss in a separate session. Okay. Okay. Any more questions? I'm clearing the float left, which I've given for menu. Sometimes what happens is, let's say I've given float left for the LIs, right? So that float left will affect the bottom section also, bottom section, and that section tries to align to the next to these guys, somehow. So there is a bug. It's not a bug, basically, it's a nature. So uh, so that's the reason we're just, hey, dude, the float is not for you, just for them only. Just clear it off. So we're telling to this guy saying that clear float left, whatever you want. Yeah. Okay, 2 minutes. I'll end the session. And if you have any questions, please feel free to ask in a Skype, and we will get it done. Okay.
So, is it possible to send these two files today? What are the files are there today? Can you keep it in Skype so that we can have a quick reference? Of course, we'll put it in that e-learning.
I understand. I'm going to do it right now. I'm sharing it to you in a Skype right now itself. But also, I'm going to put everything in a our e-learning website.
Sure, sure. Thank you.
Yeah, I'm done. I've shared already.
Thank you.
Yeah. So thanks, guys. Thanks for all for your time. Have a great day. Sarita, have a great evening. Thank you. Bye. Yeah.